Happy New Year, everyone, and I hope you had an amazing Christmas. Mine was fun, eventful, but really fun. I enjoyed no food rules on the 24th and 25th, but the rest of December was controlled. It was really well managed. Even if it wasn't perfectly clean all the time, the calories were accounted for as I promised at the start of this month. And that's what feels awesome, going into January without having to do a reset or a detox. A little bit puffier and maybe more bloated than 1 week ago, admittedly, but still feeling pretty good about the shape that I'm in. And that's the peace of mind that comes with trusting yourself and having some flexibility, but ultimately still quite a lot of structure and still some sort of rules, let's say controlled flexibility. The point of this video anyway, here's my 2026 game plan. My family's gone, like I say, I'm now back in my routine, in full control again. And that feels freaking awesome. And at the turn of the year, here's the big things that I'm focusing on. Firstly, as I've been talking about a lot lately, it's the plant-based 2.0 diet, the throwback, the nostalgia. Before all the vegan junk food products came in, the early vegans in the 80s, 90s, early noughties, they're all super healthy by default because there simply wasn't that much processed food around. It was potatoes, it was rice, it was tofu, it was maybe some fruits and veggies, a bit of plant milk if you were lucky, but nothing too fancy like the faux meats and the vegan Ben & Jerry's and all the cookies and sweet treats and baked goods and vegan cafes and loads of vegetarian restaurants, etc., etc. So for me, yeah, I bent the rules a little bit over Christmas, but it's now going to feel really good to go back to the roots, the fundamentals. Also going to be doing step number 2, lots of big, colorful dishes this year. Our balanced macro bowls, they've been making me feel amazing lately and full of diverse ingredients. Really health, clean nutrition focused is what I want to do this year. I've been bending, as I say, the rules a little bit more than I would like to lately. And just want to get back, and even though the calories are controlled, I'm justifying it, but really want to get back to the food that makes me feel my best self, those diverse, nutrient-rich rainbow of colors. On that note, step number 3, I think superfoods is completely overplayed, as I've ranted about before, but there are some foods that I really consider must-haves every day in my own diet, and I'm going to make a big play for these this January. We're talking sprouts, number 1, fermented foods. I've been having sauerkraut daily for the last 2 months now. I'm going to continue with that, and nuts and seeds also daily. I love my blueberries as well, but those are the 3, sprouts, fermented foods, and nuts and seeds every single day. They're on my checklist. These do not get missed, okay? Absolutely mandatory. Next up, not nutrition related, but minimum, I'm gonna continue with this, 8,000 steps per day. There is no magic number here, but the daily step count makes me feel amazing. Number 1, has a bunch of both physical and mental health and well-being benefits. And of course, for staying lean, I've said before, step count is really important because it's a way to move your body, therefore burn calories, without the subsequent appetite spike that comes with high intensity interval training, the Orange Theory classes, spinning classes, group fitness, and maybe even strength training as well, frankly. So that's why I love just the gentle, slow go methodology. We're continuing with that in 2026. Of course, our 3 times strength sessions every single week, that continues. Been feeling amazing with that lately. If you care, this is how I divide my body parts. For those interested, I do get questions about this. Strength workout number 1 is going to be chest and arms. Strength workout number 2 is going to be lower body, legs, maybe a little bit of core as well. And finally, strength workout number 3 every week is going to be a combination of shoulder movements and back as well. And I might pick up anything that I haven't really covered during the week in that 3rd and final session as well. I am going to do, this is step number, 6 in the 2026 game plan. I'm going to do a little bit of extra cardio, as I have been doing lately anyway, once to twice a week, but I'm not going to be a stickler about it. So it's either just a little bit of tennis, I'm kind of leaving that until the weather gets a little bit better here, admittedly, but a little bit of tennis, or, as I've been doing a lot lately in the winter months, just sitting and pedaling quite gently on the recumbent bike at the gym for 20 minutes after my strength sessions a couple of times per week. So a little bit of extra cardio, but it's mostly the daily steps and a bit of strength training on the exercise front. And the final thing I'm going to focus on, confession time, for honesty, transparency, my own accountability, but just to tell you guys where I'm at. And though I think it's been a really good year for me, health, fitness, nutrition-wise. I'm really happy with my results this year. One little habit that's been creeping in lately that I'm not that happy with, I'm going to dial back the coffee in 2026. That's one of the action plans here, action steps here. I introduced coffee this year for the first time, very consistently in my diet, and I've enjoyed it. But I can feel myself getting a little bit carried away. Again, especially in the winter months, I want more hot beverages. So we're going back to the herbal teas. Those stood me so strong. This time last year, I was so staunch on the herbal teas. Love my herbal teas. So it's not that I've not been doing those, but I've been switching more to coffee lately. So back to the herbal teas in 2026. This is exactly the game plan. This is how I'm going to be living. These are the things I'm going to be focusing on, and also how I'm coaching my clients in 2026. Fill out the form below at the link and the website below if you want my help to do all of this properly inside Vegan, Slim and Sustain. It's going to be a massive year on this program. Last year, 2025 was absolutely awesome. 130, I think, almost clients through the program last year. Absolutely incredible transformation. Joan, shout out. Loads of amazing clients this year, I should be very clear. But Joan, it's on my mind because I just posted now her amazing case study, her amazing before and after photos. Shout out to Joan, incredible transformation. The epitome of age is just a number. Incredible, absolutely incredible. 68 years old, Joan crushed it in the last 6 months on Slim and Sustain. If you want results like that, fill out the form below. See you next year, see you this year, who knows, but Happy New Year.